Students, welcome back. Again, this is Professor Amon S. Kalekar from Department of Computer Science, CMCS Yavatmal. In today's session, we will discuss about the next point in unit number 5, that is the case study of amoeba, and the topic of our today's discussion is the amoeba servers. Dear students, the key points in these amoeba servers are the bullet servers and second one is the directory server. Okay, so let's start with the first point, that is the bullet server. Again, as far as this bullet server is concerned, it is responsible for handling all kinds of file storages. Now, the choice of file system is not dictated by the operating system. The file system runs just as a collection of server processes, and the users who do not like the standard ones are free to write their own using the Amoeba interface language, that is AIL. The bullet server was designed to be very fast. Here the files are immutable, that is, once a file has been created, it cannot be subsequently changed. There are two kinds of files. First one is uncommitted files and second one is the committed file. As far as the uncommitted file is concerned, in the process of being created and it can be changed. And for the committed files, there are two things. First one, it is permanent, that is, it cannot be changed. Okay. Now, we'll just focus on the bullet server interface. Dear students, for the sense, we have just used a table which does have two columns. First one is the call and second one is description. So, the calls that are supported by the bullet server interface are first call, that is create. It is responsible for creating a new file. Optionally, commit it as well. Second call that has been supported by the bullet server interface is the read. It is responsible for read all or part of a particular file. Then after the third call, that is size, it will just return the size of the specified file. Then after there is the another call which is modify. Again, it is responsible for just overwriting n bytes of an uncommitted files. Then after we will have the insert call or the bullet server interface, and it is responsible for insert or append n bytes to an uncommitted files. And finally, there are the delete, which deletes n bytes from the uncommitted file. Dear students, these are the various calls that are supported by the bullet server interface, respectively create, read, size, modify, insert and delete. Okay. Now we will see how this bullet server is actually implemented. The bullet server maintains a file table with one entry per file analogous to the Unix inode number. The entire table is read into the memory when the bullet server is booted, and it will be kept there as long as the bullet server is running. So this is the figure how the bullet server is actually implemented. Okay, so by using this figure, we will just analyze how the bullet server can be implemented in the system or in the amoeba. Okay. Now, then after we are having the another server, that is the directory server. Now, the directory server is responsible for handling the naming of the files and other kinds of objects that resides in the amoeba. The most important, or you can say the primary function, is to provide a mapping from human readable, that is ASCII names, to the capabilities. And the directories again are not immutable. So with the help of this figure, we can see there is the ask string. Then after we are having the capability set. Then after there is the owner, group and the others. And the ask string, for example, mail, games, exams, papers and commitments. For that we are having the capability set, then after the owner, then after the group and the others. Okay, so how the directory server is implemented, that you can summarize with the help of this table. Now, some of the directories in each user's root are similar to those in the Unix, such as bin, then after dev and so on. Public, which contains the start of the shared public tree, and here we find a cap, host and the pull among the others. Okay, so these students will see some of the calls that are just included in the directory server interface. So again, we are having a table with two columns. First one is the call and second one is description. So again, the call supported by this directory server interface are, first one is create, which will create a new directory. Then after delete, which will delete a directory or an entry in the directory. Then after append, add a new directory entry to a specified directory. Then after there is replace call, which will replace a single directory entry. Then after there is lookup, it will return the capability set corresponding to a specified name. Then after get mask, it will return the right mask for the specified entry. And finally we are having chmod, which will change the rights bit in an existing directory entry. So dear students, these are some of the calls which are supported by the directory server interface, respectively create, append, delete, replace, lookup, get mask and chmod. Okay, so again we will see how it will be implemented. So this is the figure which shows a pair of directory servers. All data are stored twice on different bullet servers. Okay, so this is the figure which describes how the directory servers are actually implemented in the systems. Okay, so dear students, these are the various points as far as the bullet server and the directory server is concerned. Okay, thank you.